Bitcoin is on the verge of breaking through the line that is $20,000. It's already dumped past 20K. Will it go down to 13? We don't know. Guys, welcome back to Papa Crypto, and we're going to go diving into some things. Bitcoin could plunge even further to a low of $13,000. One strategist warns. Well, $13,000. Could it happen? Could it be? What is he talking about? Well, that's according to one strategist who warns the world's top cryptocurrency is likely to tank as low as 13K, almost a 40% drop from current levels. We would still be selling these kinds of cryptocurrencies, he says, into this environment. He's a co-founder and chief investment officer of Absolute Strategy Research. It's neither the currency or a commodity, and certainly not the store of value. So basically, they're shitting on Bitcoin, they're shitting on crypto. That's all they're doing. Nothing new, nothing more, nothing less. But how much money would the United States of America make if everyone actually did their taxes correctly regarding crypto? Well, capital gains is estimated to be about $30 billion. U.S. holders of Bitcoin generated about $30 billion worth of capital gains in 2021 alone. If successfully taxed at the 15% rate, this would mean $4.5 billion in additional government revenue. You don't think that the United States or US of A is like, yeah, we actually hate crypto? No, look how much money they're going to be making, $4.5 billion extra. Oh my god, now this country's like, well, maybe we should look into crypto. According to a recent report, Sell Software Solutions to Tax Authority researchers first determined the value of all Bitcoin transactions on the blockchain, about 95 billion. Oh boy. Then looked at where these transactions were coming from based on geolocation data and found that after accounting for anonymizing factors like proxies or the Tor network, about 70% of transactions were done by people in the United States. Overall, 2021 determined Bitcoin's share of the growth and came up to be $30 billion worth of capital gains. People, you can't make this stuff up. This is cray-cray. But going back to what this person said, $13,000. Well, let's see. Where does $13,000 lie? Oh, yeah. About, here, 13,000. So basically, this guy is saying that it's going to go all the way down to this level of support. So let's go ahead and put this right here at the $13,000 mark, which is there. And we go on the week chart, and just to make sure that this is validated, and it's not, yeah, it's validated. It could go down like to here, so 11,000. But anyways, 13,000 is what they're saying right there. So, cray-cray. Very cray-cray. I think Bitcoin is hopefully just going to stop at 15K. I did say a lot of times with a lot of people that we could go lower, and that people were freaking out and getting too overly excited about this. Well, let me go to the day chart. When Bitcoin did, we went from here to up to down to up, and we just died. And now we're here. We're like about, what's the percentage that we lost from one support to another support? That's about a 30% drop we just did. So yeah, not fun. But the thing is, what are we going to do, and what's the possibilities here? Well, we have possibility one. We trade sideways between 16K and 20K until July of next year. So I get July because Bitcoin did from this top, okay, from the top here all the way to where the pandemic drop that we had. We can go ahead and do this real quick. So the drop, no, that's not what I'm doing. The drop all the way to here is about 820 days. And if we go here and do 820 days bear market cycle, okay, I say 820, I start here because this is when everything started to turn, and it's just non-stop upwards. So this is, and I started over here because this is where the high of the 2017 top was. So if we go here and actually say that we count 820 from the top all the way to this first blue dot, that's about 820 in this area. And then if we do it from this one, just in case it's not starting from here, okay, just in case the bear market cycle starts on this one, we're going to go here and do the 820 again to this next blue dot. and that's about 817, 820, whatever. So these are the two possibilities where Bitcoin could start, look like eyes, where Bitcoin could start doing things, okay? And I'm just saying, it's a good possibility because that would fall in line to the time frame at least. Now, what is Bitcoin going to do? Well, like I said, the first possibility is that we trade sideways between 16 and 20K until July of next year or 2023, or until I gotta go to the 2-day chart so I can get that in, or until February 2024. And I believe February is when things, well, that's when I got involved. Okay, it was in February, yeah, 4th, and things started pumping. So could that mean that we could actually be on the verge around these time frames to be pumping? Potentially. So what's the trading going to look like? Are we just going to be like, so if it's between 16 and 20K, could we be doing this, trying to stay on this trend line that is the main trend line that Bitcoin has? This is a main trend line. But there's one thing that I find interesting, and that's possibility 3. But possibility 2, which would be we trade on the main trend line, staying between the prices of 20 and 30K. And this is another interesting one that I thought of. So basically what we could do is we can just make a W, pop out of this, and be doing something along the lines of this, and then break. We could do that. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to start going up around this moment. We could go all the way up here and then start popping up and then start making waves to go up, because that's what it did here. It didn't just break once it hit the mark and we're just going up. It took a while. It was kind of going up. So it could do the same thing going here and then start breaking and then start going up, attacking those highs that we had back in November 17th of last year. But possibility 3 is we wick down to 13K, then continue to do either possibility 1 or 2. So that's where my V-shaped recovery kind of falls in line, because right here we did a V-shaped recovery and then we bounced back up. So if Bitcoin was to do a V-shaped recovery, do something like this, go down to 13K, bounce back up, and then do like a little W bomb and then just pump, that would be interesting. That would be the a V-shaped recovery just going up, and then of course we just kind of, you know, we do it accordingly, not just a straight up line. And, you know, gotta follow your Fibonacci's. But if we go down to 13K and then start to follow possibility 1, I could do down, up, and then just strictly doing possibility 1, and then just going up and attacking these highs. The question is really not whether or not we're going to do the, you know, the V-shaped recovery into a possibly 1 or 2, I mean 1 or 2, or just a V-shaped recovery and just going straight up. But the question is, which one of these? What's the time frame? And you know, you can't time the market. Again, you can't time the market. It's impossible to time the market. You can get an idea, like we just did. We know that the time frame could be about 820 days. From this high to this low, it took 820 days. So that means from this high to these 2 dots, depending on which high you're talking about. If it's from this high, then this is a dot you're looking at. This is the mark, the blue marker you're going to be paying attention to. If it's starting from this high, then this is the blue dot, the end of the bear market, possibility 2. So this is the hardest part, okay, is the waiting. The waiting game is the hardest part, waiting to know or to see when it's going to pump. And for me, you know, before I've learned how to do TA and understand TA and stuff like that, all TA does is help me learn how to wait longer, because I can at least see and make sense in my mind of what's happening. And when you don't know what you know, how to read the charts, you either you have to be dependent on someone else to do it for you, or you just kind of wait and then just try to be patient as you can possibly be. That's the thing. People don't like to do, or people don't see. We're humans, right? And we don't like to. The unknown is not what we like. We are not a big fan of the unknown variables. We have to know. That's what terrifies us. Some people love that, but that's what terrifies humans. We don't know what's going to happen, and people don't like that. But all you can do is DCA into a project that you believe in. Invest your time, and like you would in any relationship, whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, whether it's platonic or romantic, you're investing your time if you believe in that relationship, regardless if it's doing good or if it's down. Okay, if you really believe in and you really want it to work, you're going to do what you can and spend more time to make sure it works, and be more patient, hoping that it does work. And it's the same thing with this. If you believe in Bitcoin stocks, whatever you've bought, even if it's doing bad, you don't want to just quit and leave, because that's what the whales do. The whales are really good at shaking out people like that. They don't want people like that. No market wants short-term investors. No market wants that. They want them out. The only time the market wants short-term investors is when it's doing this, because it pumps up the coin and then they dump on everyone and then they get all the short-term people out. Don't be that person. Don't be the person that the market hates, because the market doesn't believe in you, because you don't believe in it. And would you want something to be would you want someone to be supporting your project, or to be supporting you, knowing that they don't believe in what you're doing? Most likely you wouldn't want them to be a team member. You wouldn't want them to be someone to help you do something, because you're not going to want to believe in them, because they don't really care about what they're doing. They're just in it for whatever personal gain short term that it may be, and you're not going to really feel comfortable with that. And it's the same concept. They want long-term people, and this is the price of admission, as you can see, for not just Bitcoin, for anything. This is the price of admission. Can you take it? And it's not called a bear market because bears. It's called a bear market because they want to know if you can take it. Can you bear it, right? So right now, can you bear it? Do you believe in it? When I buy crypto or whatever stocks, I treat it the same way when I buy food, whatever. I'm not getting that money back unless I go and work for it, right? I put my money in this, and if it goes up, it goes up, but I don't expect to get that money back. Okay, it's an investment. So not financial advice, but just I know people freak out when times like this happens, because I used to think like that. I used to be the person. I bought Bitcoin literally. I bought Bitcoin here, right here, when it hit about $42,000, and I put my money at the top of $40,000, and it plummeted all the way down to $30,000. And for those 4 days, oh my God, it was the worst day. That whole week was like I was overly stressing. I was stressing so much, and then I sold about at $39,000. So I didn't even sell at a profit. I sold at a loss, and I just sold because I just wanted my money back. I was scared for my money, and then it dumped. And I'm like, oh yeah, thank God I got out of that. Oh yeah, I kept my money safe. And then look what happened. So, I started buying Dogecoin around here, January, and then the market started pumping. And then Dogecoin is what kept me in the market. And then I've learned, wow, I should have held. And I held all the way through this, and through this, and through this. And now I'm holding now. And my mentality has changed drastically from... all because of my first $1,000 that I put in right there. My mentality has changed drastically. This was the moment that changed everything. And I'm glad I went through it, because I would be thinking the same way. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope that made sense. Don't want to be here too long. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'll see all of you guys in the next video. See ya.